Hey, what's going on guys, Chad here, and today we're going to take a look at Lethal Gaming Gear's Pro line of mouse pads. These are currently my favorite pads out of my entire collection. Now, for the sake of disclosure, you should know these pads were sent out for review, and this is going to be a very positive review, but that's because it's a great product. So with that being said, let's get right into what makes them great. When you get these pads in the mail, they come packed extremely well with 2 layers of protection. They come in a flat cardboard box, and inside that's a separate flat sheath that securely holds the pad. Now, if you decide to buy one of these pads, I would highly recommend holding onto this sheath. They're great for storing your pads when they're not in use, or if you need to move, you can keep them in there while doing so. It's awesome that these come flat packed because a lot of pads have rolling issues out of the box, and mine didn't have any issues with that. They were completely flat right out of the box, and they have been ever since. These pads are made of polyester and have a natural rubber base, and they just stick to my desk like glue. Taking a look at the bottom of the pad, you can see just how porous it actually is. These little holes create suction that helps keep the pad stuck in place. Lifting your pad off of your desk feels more like you're peeling it instead of just picking it up, and the amount of grip that these pads have is just insane. The stitching here is low profile, so it doesn't get in the way while gaming. It's very tight and uniform and high quality. Here you can see it next to my Artisan Zero, and it feels quite a bit softer than the Zero's stitching, but when it comes to stitching, Artisan is just on another level, but the Saturn's is still better than most I've seen. Now these pads are available in 2 different sizes. There's the XL, which is 490 by 410 and 3.5 millimeters thick, and the XL Square, which is 500 by 500 and 3.5 millimeters thick. I went with the regular XL, but if you like putting a lot of your arm on your pad, then you might want to try the XL Squared. The normal XL is going to run you $49.99, and the XL Square is a bit more at $54.99, and both pads are available in the colors black and red. The surfaces here are exactly the same as the non-Pro line, but the new X Soft Foam lets you press further down into the pad for additional stopping power, which is really nice. The Saturn is a medium control pad with a premium cloth surface. It feels really comfortable to game on, and it doesn't irritate my skin at all. The Saturn feels right in the Goldilocks zone of speed and control in my opinion. It doesn't have a ton of static friction for a control pad. It kind of feels like a speed pad because you can change directions really quickly without feeling muddy or too grabby, but once you're tracking, the dynamic friction feels really controlled and smooth. This is the pad I'm currently maining, and I don't see it coming off my desk anytime soon. I switched to it from the Artisan Zero because I feel like my aim is more consistent on it, and the speed is just about perfect for me personally. Also, it stays much cleaner than the Zero does. The Zero always has hairs or fibers stuck in it, and with my grip, the bottom of my thumb and pinky touch the pad, so I would always feel hairs or fibers stuck in the pad, which is really distracting to me. Plus the Zero just looks dirty all the time. So yeah, I really love the Saturn Pro, and it's currently my favorite pad, and my second favorite pad is the Venus Pro. If I'm using or testing a mouse with slower feet, then that's when I'll get out the Venus Pro. It's a hybrid speed pad, and it's quite a bit faster than the Saturn Pro, but it still has a decent level of control to it. Tracking is buttery smooth on this pad, and there's just less dynamic and static friction overall compared to the Saturn. Being a hybrid pad, the surface is more of a rough textured feeling compared to the nice soft cloth on the Saturn, so it's not quite as nice feeling to game on, but it also stays cleaner than the Saturn. So overall, I think these pads just ooze quality, and in my opinion, they're a big upgrade over the non-Pro line of pads. I was really shocked at how good the quality is on these when I got them out of the box, and I also think Lethal Gaming Gear is a fantastic company. So if you guys do decide to pick up one of these pads, you can use the code CHAD for 5% off. Gives you a discount and gives me a small kickback. But yeah, as usual, if you guys have any questions at all, just hit me up in the comments and I'll try to get to it when I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.